To these friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Gap is so big it can see my house. Then again, my views too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget about who really do this, bruh, for real.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you talk about this Seahawks defense against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
32, 20.
Stafford now to throw. Left side has got Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Hey! 250! 10!
Throwing is Stafford. Pass complete there to McCool. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
20, lady. Omaha, ready, move. Hey, 22.
Now Stafford. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open, so he's forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, give me a radar. Set.
Back to throw. Stafford. Now he'll tuck this and run. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Ready? 19, 18, go street. Go big.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The Seahawks at 5-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Gets around it, and he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ready? 70, 19, track 60, curve 19, curve 19. 18, rattle, 18, rattle.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a first and goal.
Come on, set! Rig alert! 19 right, 7 Pirates! Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll get about 2 there to the 36. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's good.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And we'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Corum now on 1st and 10. He's got it to the 43 here.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, give me a radar.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Stafford. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Second and 10.
0. Check. 59 through 60. Light.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Here's Stafford. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kyron Williams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. He's still on his feet. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and 3.
18 Rattler. Ready? Hawk 70.
Back to throw here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
And we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here's Stafford. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
Hey, 22! Stay 50.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. But good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Escapes the defender. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a first down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
Here we go with with Williams. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 29, here's second down and 2. They'll set up to throw. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there.
Back to throw again. Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw again. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
65 catch, 65, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 79 Broncos.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the jump. Get it. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Well, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Leave for 60.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Stafford now to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 27. Throwing is Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the 19-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be third and 6.
Lady! Real right, alert! Middle! Hey, 54! Shot!
To the air again, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Hooked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
Got it! 19 Tiger!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He takes this near to 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Stafford. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle and then bounce. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
50 and 20.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Stafford. That is caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Rams.
Hey, 50. Stay 50.
Throwing again is Stafford. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's complete to Brown, right side. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. His throw caught. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Go. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6.
Ready. Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
7-yard gain. And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get it. Go Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Warriors 70.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
18 card, 79 Broncos. Hurt. Buffalo 18. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
70 Lions. Viking 18. Riggs. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
60 Bison. Rig alert. Rig alert. Nineteen tight. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. End zone call. Touchdown, Seattle. Troy Horton from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12.